is good with y'all, man? It's your boy Unseen. We back with another Daylyt reaction. You know the vibes. We out here with the Daylyt reactions, baby. It feels good to be back reacting to the man that pretty much carries our channel, right? All of my Daylyt fans, y'all have been for real going crazy on this channel. Like, y'all just got my Funk Flex video to like 4K views, most viewed video on the channel. Like, y'all for real, y'all showing up. Y'all showing up. So it's only right that I bring y'all another reaction to another Daylyt track that I haven't heard. First reaction. So we got a real organic reaction that's gonna be off the listen because I can't find any lyrics for this song. So we know how Daylyt gets down. He raps so goddamn fast, but we're gonna try to catch as much as we can, break down as much as we can, because I know that's what y'all came here to see. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, you really fuck with Daylyt, be sure you go check out the playlist I have for all my Daylyt reactions, because like I said, he's carried my channel and we have plenty of content surrounding Daylyt's music and what he's done for this channel and the type of knowledge he spit, right? That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Me and Daylyt on the same path. We all on this same shit together. So I know y'all are watching. We on that same wavelength, you know what I'm saying? So before we get into this reaction to Ghost, please be sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Let's continue to break the algorithms for real, because I'm convinced YouTube don't fuck with us. I'm convinced YouTube hate us for real. So I need y'all to break these fucking algorithms, you know, crash, fuck up their system, bro. Fuck up their system for real. Without further ado, let's get into the reaction, man. Let's go. All right, so we got Daylyt with Ghost. Let's get into it, man.
I've been surface thinking, like what's under the surface. Did it all, surfing the waves. I did hundreds of services, finding my purpose. Was it worth it, feeling worthless? I could have been Urkel, but stood and went purple. Hugging past memories. See the hood and give you that fast energy, a high vibe. 3 up top, rocking a high five. Beats in the hood, but you might.
Like, he's already said more than what rappers will say in an entire song. We're 20 seconds in. We're 20 seconds in. Different. Like I told you, this fool is just different. We all know Daylyt's different. We just know the vibes, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact some shit just went over my head right there. I'm trying to think of how many times he said the word surface, what's below the surface. I'm thinking on the surface. Like, it's just, man, he just plays with words so like it's nothing. For real, like it's nothing.
Death is an honor, better know that. It's ironic we don't got new pics of Kodak. Remember him gassing for air, asking God to spare us a life. I am mentally flat, tired of fighting, asking if Christ finna save my niggas. We stuck in the crisis, Christ, we ain't living righteous. I will go to...
You hear like this build up in the background, like the instrumental feels kind of gloomy. It feels kind of gloomy and shit, like dark. And I mean, maybe that's why it's called Ghost, because it's like giving you that like paranormal type feel or some shit. I'm not really sure, but he mentioned Kodak, and we all know with Kodak, man. Kodak was really talking that real shit, exposing the weather control shit in a feature that he had. Like, this dude, I didn't realize that Kodak was on this type of knowledge that we was on until after he, you know, pretty much got sent to jail and got a clone of him, you know what I'm saying? Until the clone came out. I ain't know he was on that type of shit though. So shout out to Kodak, man.
I'll go to church, but my past to be steady up in the prices. Tithes and offerings, suffering cost us.
Talk
the day
to
I
him.
Found God is when I lost him. The more I read, I see I am more than what they...
That's different. That just hits different. The day I found God is when I lost him. Technically, they say like, oh, you go to church to find God, right? But when he said I stopped going to church, that's when I really found God. So I really found God when I lost the other version of God that the religion likes to, you know, shove down your throat. That's such a fucking bar. And it's not, once again, it's not too crazy of a line. The simplest lines will get your point across. It's not too crazy. It wasn't the craziest metaphor ever.
The more I read, I see I am more than what they told me I am more.
Oh, yep, more, yep.
Conquering days, they celebrated, played it on TV like it's all good. Tell me to go back to my country as if it's y'all hood. Total rape by you homo sapiens who homo. Pogo sticking, had fun jumping us, they flaming us.
He's exposing how, like, raped by the homo sapiens who homo. We all know this rap game, this industry, let alone like the entire fucking entertainment industry, not just the music industry, the fucking, you know, the Hollywood acting part of the entertainment industry, shit like that. You know what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers are gay. We know this. Like, we all know this. I opened up the book, I saw more to who I am or something like that, because he's saying like, Once again, and more is like, that's the wordplay is on like more, meaning there's a lot of it, and also more meaning like MOOR, because like you're like, that's like how you describe melanated people, is like that's where you really are identified as and shit. I have to look more into that. I'm pretty sure it has to deal with like being from like Kemet and shit, like in the African area. He's talking to him like, what else can I really say? Like Daylyt, just, we know the vibes of Daylyt. Like he's just different, bro. He's touching on shit that not a lot of rappers, frankly, no rappers ever even dare to talk about. Cause one, they may get into some shit, meaning like they may expose a little too much, and they're, you know, they lost their bag and they lost everything, right? And two, they may not even know about this shit. So it just goes to show, like, Daylyt just doesn't give a fuck what happens to him. And two, he's actually like has studied this shit and gone down the rabbit hole and shit.
They can't hang with us, but they hanging us. Angel dust had us tripping, we limp to the angels. Ask for forgiveness, it might be the angel niggas who did it, that's the angle. Say I ain't go to Bible study, so I deserve what's happening. I should clap at the heavens, they tell us that black are sin. What's in the dark shall come to the light.
Oh
White
my
heavens, who's writing this?
Oh, that's like the, I call it wordplay where he said the black ascend and then black is a sin. Ooh, different. I'm telling you, it's like, it's so subtle. He lets it flow so easy to the point where you gotta really listen to catch it. And I know I missed some more over that. I know I missed a lot more than what he said right there, because I have no lyrics, but it's so hard to fixate on one specific subject he talks about because he covers so much in such a short period of time. This is only 2 minutes 45 seconds. Like, he's already covered a lot if you think about it.
What's in the dark shall come to the light. White heavens, who's writing this Bible? Maybe my rivals. You'll never see a Hove colored nigga on the title. Darkest day of the year.
Yep.
Fearing the black plague. It's crazy how white rocks creating the crackheads. Pipe cream looking ice cream, vanilla black. And what's so good, but due to jealous acts, they made it white, and they'll never tell us that. White cranberry juice, white chocolate for what? If it's dark, then leave it dark. Don't pocket a trust. I have seen a rocket into space, and what color is space?
We gotta run that back, because he just set up a whole new scheme, and I'm still trying to process the previous shit. Like, this dude is for real. Like, he knows. I hope he knows what he's doing. Daylyt, I hope you know what you're doing when you put out songs like this. You keeping my mind racing, bro. You making my mind work. I can argue, and let me know if this is the same for y'all that listen to Daylyt. Have you learned more from him than you have from school? You know what I mean? Like, you learn more from rappers than you do from school. You know what I'm saying? You probably learn more from me than you have from school. Like, I know that for a fact. I'm not trying to gas myself up, but when me and Daylyt, we talk about very similar shit. So it's like, you getting the knowledge from one place or another. You know what I'm saying? If it's here, you catching some gems from your boy. If it's not here, I know you got Daylyt on your playlist, so I know you got something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy for real, though.
Ice cream, vanilla black. And what's so good, but due to jealous acts, they made it white, and they'll never tell us that. White.
Is this talking about the vanilla? Because he said the vanilla is black. Isn't this the whole thing about vanilla ice cream? Like, there's the real origins of vanilla ice cream. I still have not researched like the truth behind that. I think he even exposed it, saying like vanilla ice cream is really black, but we see it now as white or whatever, but it was originally black. I think that's what it was. I think, and I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised, because my world has already been flipped upside down since December 2019. My world flipped upside down. So this shit ain't outside the box. Like, this is not anything out of this world to me. We live in a world that's backwards. Everything is backwards. Y'all already know this. I've told y'all in so many of my videos. Everything is flipped right now. Pay attention to the world. Everything is so flipped and in reverse. Like, he just set up this scheme where everything that we thought is white was really black to start with. And that's kind of what, I mean, we come from darkness. We come from that. Like, we're born out of the dark. It's like exposing like the light colored, like the white light being a good beacon of saving or something like that. And the dark is being like demonic and shit, right? Even though we know that's flipped. We come from the darkness. So it's like, why are we demonizing the shit that we come from? Whew. Okay.
I have seen a rocket into space, and what color is space? My point exactly. And why do
I told y'all.
Oh, infinity love. I got no enemies and I know they're killing me cause I got the energy and they know I'm really a god. I am skin or blonde hair or wool, but the image is tainted. Pics of a piece of Lil Caesar, the nigga they painted. Fainted descriptions, depictions is wrong. Picket signs, tales from the hood.
I love it when he throws that Cesare Borgia reference, bro. I love that shit. I love it. You can't hate on that. That's the realest as it gets. He was saying, like, I know the image is tainted, and then picture of Lil Caesar that they painted or something, right? Because we all know he's referencing, he's pronouncing it wrong, but it's Cesare. It's not Caesar Borgia. It's Cesare, but we know what he's saying, right? The image is tainted because he was already talking about religion and God and everything, right? So that goes in hand with Jesus, right? And we all know the image of Jesus, the white image of Jesus right now that we see on when you Google Jesus is Cesare Borgia. It's like he said, Lil Caesar. Like, that's the image is tainted. Just Google this. If you don't even know about this, just Google Cesare Borgia and Google Jesus and compare the two pictures of the white versions, right? You gonna see they're the same fucking thing. Like, you could see where one is modeled after the other. It's definitely Jesus after Cesare Borgia. It's not the other way around. Like, come on, bro.
Google you bitches. Y'all wearing makeup, but don't want to make up for how they taking our land. You pack the Mac, but ain't packing the Mac. Good girls want to be bad girls, clubbing it out. Till you get hit with that Billy Club running your mouth. And your man don't say a word cause the cops tell him be quiet. And if it was a nigga who slapped you, then your boyfriend will start a riot, I guarantee. Apparently our parents leave when we need them the most.
Talk to him.
But still ghosts.
Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. He literally described like the entire culture nowadays, especially for melanated people in the hood and shit, right? He's saying that the bitches is wearing makeup, right? But they don't want to make up for how they're taking all the land and shit, right? Like, it's why are we focused on that? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. There's more important issues right now, especially right now. You know what I'm saying? There's way more important issues than going to the club right now. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to like be the person that doesn't want to have fun, but it's a time and a place, bro. Now is not the time to be like living your best life, enjoying it up. We're literally under attack. Like, we're in a war right now. I hope you know that. And most motherfuckers don't even know we're in a war. This really applies to right now, what Daylyt just said. He was saying that like the good girls, they want to be the bad girls and they go to the club and shit. But then, I mean, you try to be all that until you actually get hit with the club. You know what I'm saying? Until you actually shit goes down. And then he's saying, oh, if it was like your boyfriend doing it or something, then the cops tell him to shut up so he don't say nothing. The authoritative figure is the cops. Like, the cops are telling telling the black men to shut up. We all know at the end of the day, it seems like nowadays men are more feminized. They won't actually stand up to shit. And if they do, right? And if they do it in the wrong way. Because he said right after, there's a good chance he'll just start a riot. He'll start a riot and there will be no progress anyways. It's kind of like this cycle that just happens right now. And we can see it. It's more present than ever. Where motherfuckers, like, they aren't calculated with what they actually do. I say all the time, like, it's time to start being about action, tangibly doing something, not to where we're just sitting on the internet talking about it all day, talking about a revolution. It's time to actually do something. When I say that, I don't mean to just go complete like chaos, because that will get nothing done. There's no like calculated moves, no direction to this shit. You have to be really, really, really precise with the moves that you make when you want to like revolt, when you want to throw a revolution. You can't just raise hell in the streets. That ain't gonna do nothing. As a matter of fact, these motherfuckers, these demons want you to do that. They want a reason to help to lock you up. They want a reason to do that. So don't give them a reason to do that until everybody, you rally the troops and you outnumber them. Don't give them a reason to do that until then. That's what I mean, though. You got to be calculated with it. Don't just go starting riots and shit. And then he said our parents leave when we need them the most. And he's saying that they're alive, but they're still ghosts. He's describing, I mean, like it is in the hood growing up. I'm sure, I don't know if Daylyt himself grew up without, you know, the father figure, without the parents around and shit. But I mean, I hear a lot in especially in media that, you know, that's the typical thing is melanated people. They don't have their parents to help them, especially when they need them the most, right? Like you said, they're not there anymore. They left. They're out of there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the family unit is being destroyed. That's the biggest thing. is notice the destruction of the family unit. If you don't have a family unit, you gon' especially when you ain't like ready to be on your own and shit, you'll eventually be dependent on something. And there's a good chance if you don't have another family to depend on, you dependent on the government and the state. And that's what they fucking want. That's why you see the attack on the family unit right now as we speak. That's why you see it right now. It's because these motherfuckers don't want a strong family unit. Because when you have a strong family unit, you don't need no one for nothing, bro. Like you got your family to fall back on. You don't have to worry about a fucking government. You don't need that. So that's why we see the destruction of it right now, and that's why Daylyt is highlighting that, especially leaving you at the end of the song with that, trying to get you to think why, like, what is the significance of him saying that as the last line in the song? Why did he want to save that one for last? It's because that's the most important shit right now. That's literally the most important shit is the family unit. Like, that's literally encompasses divine masculine, divine feminine, man, woman, child, holy trinity. It encompasses it all. So when you take that away, there's no more divinity within that. And that means you're susceptible to being, taken over by certain entities. And pretty much it's a destruction of divinity. He didn't say it directly, but it's subliminal. All this shit is subliminal. If you have to think deeper into what he's actually saying. If you've seen like my reactions to like the more mainstream rappers like Westside Gunn, I've reacted to a few of his projects, right? And the instrumentals he raps on are like this, where there's no like drums and it's just the loop, right? And I hate that shit. Like, I don't like it at all, right? But the thing is I like songs like this because the difference is that Daylyt is actually bringing lyrics and he's telling a story. Westside Gunn's not doing that. The difference is because Daylight's actually saying something. So when you have these loops like this and there's no drums, you better be saying something, and Daylyt brought that. Songs like this, I don't feel the need to like want to listen to it every single day, but for the subject matter's sake, this is amazing. This is fucking perfect. Songs like this, he's hitting the nail on the head every time. We know Daylyt does this. If you got any ideas or like if you want to elaborate on what Daylyt was talking about, or if I missed some shit and it talks about a more in-depth concept, be sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know in the comments, for real. I'd really appreciate it, because it's time to start like mobilize. It's time to start getting together and shit. It's time to start organizing. It's time to start getting on that same wavelength, for real. Especially where the world's at right now. It's time, bro. We don't got much time to just sit around and do nothing. We gotta at least be ready. You know what I'm saying? At least be ready. Like, yeah, we gonna sit back and enjoy the matrix crumbling, but we gotta be ready for what's next. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, is just get ready for what's next. You know the fucking vibes, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know the fucking vibes. Share this video around. You know how we get down. Ooh, I'm rhyming, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll tell you, I just start rhyming now. I start rhyming when I'm saying my shit. I'm just going crazy now. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Unseen. I will catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace.